Assalamu alaikum, dear ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the marriage show. Marry as if this is your last love story. I am your excited host, Baba. In the last episode, we witnessed some wholesome moments from our potential couples, Hassan and Esma. Also, Jamal and Atiqa. They finally had a chance to empathize with each other. How beautiful. MashaAllah. Episode 4 ended with such a cliffhanger, too. We heard the decision made by Hassan to marry Esma. Meanwhile, Jamal still has yet to make a choice. That's why I'm so excited for tonight's episode. The possibilities are endless. Will Jamal propose to Esma too? Or will Jamal continue to talk with Atiqa? What will he decide?
We are excited as you are, host Baba.
Me too. What will we see tonight?
I just want to know what Jamal is going to decide.
Without further ado, please welcome our beloved 4 contestants.
Assalamualaikum, host Baba.
Wa alaikum assalam, everyone. Please take a seat. How do you all feel to be back in this living room?
Strangely enough, I kinda miss this room.
It brought me back to the moment we met each other for the first time. Thankfully, I feel much more confident than I was in the first episode.
Weird, isn't it? We've been in this show for just how many episodes? 5? That's not that long, yet this place already feels like home.
Does that mean we're like a found family now?
Maybe.
Maybe not really a found family. More like friends or colleagues.
You're right. We had some precious memories together nonetheless.
It warms my heart to hear that you do not dislike this show.
I hope we can keep in touch after the show. Like, you and me, Esma. Maybe I could include your profile as a novelist and showcase your work in one of my magazine issues. With your consent, of course.
SubhanAllah, that sounds great. I'd love to. I also want to learn more about the business side of things, Miss Atiqa.
You really don't have to say Miss. And of course I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Atiqa.
Interesting. Can I ask for your carpentry shop address later, Hassan? Maybe I can count on you for a new wardrobe in my household.
Oh, Monad. Inshallah, my craft will meet your standard, Mr. Jamal.
Don't push yourself. My parents just need a regular wardrobe that is sturdy enough to store extra clothes.
Even then, I shall strive to make it excellent.
Sure, no pressure.
You are all very welcome to keep in contact with each other after the show is over.
Oh, I almost forgot. Isma, look what I have here. I have your novels. Both titles. And I almost finished reading one of them.
You really have them. How did you find both? I thought my older novel had been sold out and would not get reprinted again.
I brought them from different bookstores. I had to search more for your first book, but Alhamdulillah, I finally found it.
Alhamdulillah. So, what do you think about them?
So I read a few chapters of both stories. They're both enjoyable to read. I love the way you write the couple's feelings and how carefully you build the incoming conflicts. Though I'm more interested in finishing the first novel.
Oh? Why is that?
I think it's because it's your first full-length work. Am I correct?
Well, yes. You're right. It's the first novel I actually wrote to the end, after failing on finishing so many novel drafts previously.
I can see why. Reading it, I had a feeling that you must have worked hard to write about the characters. The The plot is more simple and straightforward than the second book, but you wrote the scenes in such elegant praise and details. That's what made the story so endearing to me. You found beauty in simplicity. Not every author can do that. You proved that love can be so simple and heavenly at the same time.
Thank you so much, Hassan. I usually don't feel as confident about my first book. To me, it felt less polished than my second book. But you just reassured me that my hard work didn't go in vain. I really appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Esma.
You could be a good book reviewer, Hassan.
Huh? Well, I used to write reviews about books and movies for my high school magazine, so...
You can try to make your name with it, like creating a blog or a podcast or a video channel exclusively for your reviews.
Oh, good idea. Though, I'm not sure if I'd have enough time for it. But maybe I'll try it someday.
By the way, Jamal, are you all right? You've been so quiet.
What? Oh, I'm fine. I just didn't want to interrupt the lovebirds.
Really? It seems like you're thinking about something.
About that.
I'm glad you think what I'm thinking, Mr. Jamal. I too got carried away by Hassan and Esma. But keep in mind, we still need to hear your decision for the next segment of the show.
You're right.
So, are you ready to make a choice? Or do you still need time? Do you need some help, perhaps? We can go to a separate room to talk, if you'd like.
It's all right, Host Baba. I'm ready to make a decision.
Great. Everyone, let's give a chance for Mr. Jamal to say what he wants to say. This is it, Mr. Jamal. Let us know, what do you want to do next?
I have decided I want to ask Attika to be my wife.
Yes, finally.
Alhamdulillah.
What?
Oh, and are you really certain about it?
Yes. I prayed istikhara last night. I asked for Allah's help to make sure of my choice. After that, my heart and mind have never been so certain. While I did enjoy getting to know Esma, I have to admit that I feel more connected with Attika. She's a fun person to talk with and a bright woman to share things with. I believe she can help me reflect on myself, and I believe we will encourage each other to grow, God willing.
But what if these beliefs of yours don't come true in the future? You'll be disappointed, won't you?
I don't think so. While I'm aware we can never predict the future, I'm sure that my lifetime with you, the moments I will spend with you, will be worth it.
I didn't realize you had such strong feelings for me.
I can assure you, Attika, that these thoughts and feelings are not just a hunch or a mere desire. It's a commitment. I'm ready to marry someone. More specifically, I'm ready to marry you.
Jamal, I'm so flattered.
Both Hassan and Jamal gave their final decisions, and according to our production team's plan, that means we shall move on to our final segment, the proposal. You heard me right, dear listeners. We're getting closer to the final part of the show where our contestants will have a marriage proposal.
Yeah!
Well, much closer than I initially thought, actually. All right then. Since we need to make our finale as wonderful as possible, we'll be right back after a commercial break. Stay tuned and keep breathing. All right, crew, double time. Welcome back to the marriage show. Marry as if this is your last love story. My dearest listeners, who have been following since the beginning, or perhaps just tuned in, are you ready for the conclusion of this show?
I'm so ready.
I can't wait to see the contestants as to be official couples.
Wait a minute. Host Baba,
Oh? What is it?
don't they need to talk a little bit longer?
Maybe. Maybe not. But it's their decision, and I'm here to guide them. Their growing feelings for each other are not ours to judge. After all, the purpose of this show is to help contestants find their spouse, not to just date. We are merely facilitators. When they finally decide to marry, that means we have reached our goal.
Oh, I see. You're right, Host Baba. Maybe it just feels like this show is ending too soon.
Yeah! We will miss this show.
I understand, everyone. I feel the same way, but it is not over until it is over. So let's make this a great finale. Back to the living room I go. Before we begin, we bring back our special guests who I'm sure my listeners are curious to hear from. Please welcome the fathers of our female contestants.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Assalam. Great to have you here in our finale, my honorable gentlemen. Please have a seat by your daughter's side.
Alhamdulillah. We cannot thank you enough, Host Baba, for this show and for allowing our daughters to meet their husbands in a safe way.
Now, with Allah's will, we are ready to welcome our respective future son-in-laws with open hands.
Do you need to drink first, Father?
Yes, perhaps I need to. My throat feels kind of dry since I arrived here. Thanks for reminding me, my dear Esmanur.
Are you okay, Atika? I've never seen you this nervous before.
I'm fine, Dad. I'm just, I just need to prepare myself for this.
Now, to the male contestants, are you ready to propose to your chosen soulmate? Starting with Hassan.
Bismillah. Here I go. Esma,
Yes, Hassan?
you know, your novels aren't the only thing I have tonight. While driving to the bookstores yesterday, I also visited a jewelry shop looking for this.
What, a ring too? MashaAllah.
This is it. I'll try my best not to stumble on my words. To Esmana and her father, I am here to ask for a lifetime commitment with you. I hope you will welcome me as a part of your family. So Esma, will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
Almadullah. Almadullah.
I also accept your proposal, Mr. Hassan. I believe you are a good partner for my daughter.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Subhanallah. Walhamdulillah. Your turn, Jamal.
Bismillah. To Atika and her father, please listen to me. I know what I have here might not be the shiniest I could find. Don't worry. Hassan and I didn't fight each other over the same ring. This is one of the proofs I have for my feelings and commitment.
That ring must be expensive.
It doesn't matter. I just hope this ring will fit your finger perfectly. Now, Atika, will you marry me?
I don't know how to handle this.
What's wrong, Atika? You've accepted his feelings, haven't you?
Do you need time to think for a while, Atika? Are you not ready to accept his proposal yet?
No, actually, I have made up my mind. I'm still just surprised by all of this. At first, I was skeptical about this, about host Baba and the show, and how suddenly everything was moving, but here I am, with the man I like, kneeling in front of me.
So, will you...
Yes, I will marry you, Jamal.
Really?
Yes.
Whew. Thank you.
Welcome to our family, Mr. Jamal. We are looking forward to a family dinner with your family soon.
Thank you, and... Sure. Should I cook a spicy dish for dinner?
You can try your best to impress him.
Alhamdulillah, ladies and gentlemen, we have another committed couple. Let's cheer for them. I still can't believe this happy day came so much sooner than expected. Before closing, we would like to explain what the couples will do after this episode to make their ties sacred and official. There are several things to consider which are required for a marriage, such as the marriage contract, the witnesses, and the meher. What is a meher? Simply put, it is a dowry or payment the groom will give as a form of respect for the bride in the tragic case of divorce or other emergencies. Well, there are actually two types of meher, muqaddam and muwakkar. The first is immediate and the second is deferred, but we are not called the meher show. So we will move along. I just hope our male contestants are ready to cough up some cash. There is also the walima, which is a post-wedding announcement celebration feast. But again, we are not called the walima show. With that said, we shall say goodbye to our contestants so they can plan. My sincerest thank you to the happy couples, Hassan and Esma, Jamal and Atika, along with the families, for your precious contributions to our show. I pray you become the coolness of your spouse's eyes and that you all receive abundant happiness and blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Thank you for having us, host Baba.
I hope we'll see you again someday.
Thanks for your help.
Ameen. We will miss you, host Baba.
I will miss them too. It really is a bitter-sweet feeling. I don't want this to end. But alas, this is the end of our first season. We can plan and hope for another season with new contestants, but I cannot promise you anything. So, what do you think? Any final words from the fans?
Seeing how wholesome the proposal was, I suddenly want to get married. Not too soon, though.
It's heartwarming to see a couple of strangers make such connections. If there is a second season, should I join the show?
I think the show made me realize that a committed relationship can be sweet too. I hope we can see more of you and the show in the future, host Baba.
Thank you. I hope so, folks. I hope so. But for now, thank you for coming and sharing your enthusiasm with us. And thank you to my dear listeners. This show would certainly be less special without you. Inshallah, we meet again. Until then, don't forget to like and share the marriage show from wherever you're tuned in. And last but not least, remember our motto.
Marry us if this is your last love story!
Exactly. Thank you for staying with us to the end. I truly wish everyone a pleasant post-season. Wassalamu alaikum.
It's funny how sometimes we need to lose our way to find our home.
Thank you for listening to The Marriage Show. We truly hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who helped launch this. And a special thanks to our producer, Omar Mir, and our associate producers, Safia Ravat, Omar Minhas, Omar Sarwar, Sidra Beg, and Rakshanda Tariq, as well as our crew, writers Kiara and Wasik, artists Z and A, sound engineer Anna, and last but not least, our cast. Tasmin as Atika, Selti as Esma, Who Knows Who as Hassan, Cho Carolino as Jamal, Satella as Fan 1, Rainbow as Fan 2, Milton Lewell as Atika's father and Fan 3, Ron Malkowski as Esma's father, and yours truly, Wasik Muhammad as Host Baba.
Pause myself, hold my breath before I die. Like jellyfish beneath the surface, the sparks that make us thrive.